Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for bonus love messages at the time that you're watching this or the month of March 2025. So you have the rune Gabo coming out for you, which is the rune of generosity, and it's asking you to examine what you give versus what you take in life. You may be really willing to give at this time for sure, like just wanting to pour all your energies into someone or into your work. If you're doing charity work, you may feel pulled to just give back in that way. You're just a giving soul. And the universe really wants to bring you someone who gives back to you in the same way, but it's up to your own free will whether or not you're willing to receive that. Like, you have to understand that you deserve to be given back to. For example, I see people in this situation all the time where it's like they're in a romantic partnership, they live with their partner, they're the only one who cooks and cleans. And it's like, at least in the United States, if you were to hire a maid and someone to cook for you, that would be like $100,000 a year. So it's like you're offering 6 figures worth of household duties, but then you're going to split bills 50-50. That makes absolutely no sense. So it's like, pay attention to what you give versus what you receive in relationships. What on either end of the spectrum, like if you have a partner who's doing way too much, you know, it's time to pour back into them and really show them appreciation. Or vice versa, if you find yourself doing a lot for the house, you know, allow yourself to receive from this person. Like, let them pay for you for dinner, let them plan dates, etc. And if you find any issue in that, where it's like you're doing all of this emotional labor, physical labor, etc. in your relationship, really, really giving, and yet you find, you know, yourself still having to like pay half the bills, plan all of the dates, etc., there's a serious imbalance there. So the balance between give and take is being illuminated for you at this time in romance. This is the Lover's Oracle card that's coming out for you, and it says Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And I love the artwork on this. Tantric sex may be, oh my gosh, my cat just almost knocked down the camera, may be something that you're wanting to experience more of. And what that is essentially like very, very sensual, like focusing on really relaxing each other and making each other feel so good, massaged and just completely relaxed and just immersed entirely in pleasure. It's very sensual, paying attention to the room, the sounds in the background, the smells, everything, even like how you're presenting your body, mind and soul. It's extremely thoughtful. And that's the level of thoughtful care that you deserve in your romantic relationships, okay, Sagittarius? You have to keep an open mind, exactly, like, especially if you're not receiving that, you know, keep an open mind, because you might be, you know, wanting to receive something more, or you may be deserving of more than you're receiving. That's not the case for everyone, though. I always laugh at this card because the artwork on here looks like they're about to have a 3-way, doesn't it? So I don't know, maybe for some of y'all, you're just freaks. Okay, you're freaks this month. Not all of you, obviously, but you may be exploring your sexuality a lot more. That's what I'm seeing. Just in general, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, just exploring the ways in which you give and receive pleasure, and really just doing that better. Doing that in a better way. I don't know how else to put that, but it says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Especially pay attention to the patterns you get into in love. Like, if you constantly find yourself in relationships where you're giving way more than you're receiving, for example, it's time to keep an open mind and go after people who you wouldn't normally go after, who will set a different pattern, or vice versa, you know, whatever it may be. We have the 10 of Swords. So there are some major endings and new beginnings taking place in your love life at this time. Lots of just transformation in general. Next to that, we have the Star, which shows a beautiful naked woman. So again, with the sexuality message here. And also with the Star in readings like this, it really shows deep attractiveness. Someone finds you irresistibly attractive, like completely divinely drawn in towards you. Especially if you're somebody who finds yourself sort of at the cusp between the physical realm and these unseen spiritual, energetic, and creative realms. Especially if you're a dreamer, like you have big ambitions and you bring them down into physical reality, oh my gosh, you're so attractive to people. And I don't know, I'm seeing you getting more in touch with your own inner sense of sensuality. Okay, really paying attention to the scents that you put on your body. I'm also seeing like taking extra time every day to like lotion yourself up, take care of your skin, your hair, and just really feel like your most beautiful self, not even for anyone else, but for you. And that makes a world of difference in your mood. We have the Hierophant coming out as well. Yeah, I'm seeing sacred spirituality. Yeah, sacred union interweaving itself with your romantic life at this time. And like I said, you're blending spirituality and sensuality, spirituality and romance, spirituality and connectedness with others. It feels very tantric. It feels very sacred, okay? Like finding the sacred between yourself and your partner. Also with the Hierophant, this can represent marriage, which is kind of similar. You know, it's like a sacred agreement that you're making with someone and being very intentional about it and like tying your souls together. It's just so beautiful. You know, when people actually are conscious about it, there's of course people who get married and they don't think twice about it. They get married because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And they're like totally asleep to the concept of like, no, we're making this sacred union, this sacred bond. And like experiencing that sacredness, that spirituality. Sagittarius, I love this reading for you. You know, you're really blending those two worlds, or bringing that into your life. If you're single as a Pringle, totally don't have that right now. That's what you're manifesting, okay? So keep an open mind about how that comes forward. Keep an open mind about trying new things, and I think you're going to really enjoy the outcomes here, okay? There's big manifestation in your love life right now. Like, I just keep looking at this artwork, and that's what I feel like is you're manifesting at this time. So pay attention to whatever your intuition may be telling you when it comes to bringing that in, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this love message. And like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, bye-bye.